Well, Liam, welcome to your new home. It's like Baha said, less is more, right?
Guess he must have had you in mind when he said it.
Don't knock it, man. I've wasted many a night just sitting in this chair, kicking back and checking out the view.
The view?
Beats Mount Rushmore, don't you think?
Oh, I'll say. You own the flat planet?
Key word for the Millennium Kid. Diversify. Check that. $10 says they're talking about sex. No other subject gets that kind of a laugh.
Why?
Well, just... Oh. How do I explain? Usually, by your age, we wouldn't have to have this conversation, but... Okay, you have a man like you and a woman like Lily. I think you're going to have to figure this one out for yourself.
And the world is still reeling over the shocking murder of Synod leader Kwa'an at the funeral of companion protector William Boone. The leadership of the Synod is taking on a new phase as the Or, known for his brief tenure replacing North American companion Da'an, now takes command.
So tell him. Not if he's living up there. Okay, it's big rule. Never flirt with a guy you can't avoid if things go south.
Oh, come on.
I'm serious. He's coming with Augur. I'm gonna go for embarrassment.
Suzanne, sorry to interrupt. Can you give us another round, please?
Sure.
Okay? Can you settle something for us, please?
Okay.
I bet Liam here that you two were down here talking about men.
No, you said they were talking about sex.
Right. That's what I meant. So, am I right or not?
Not.
Ah, right. I know you're lying. You're deliberately trying to provoke me so that I lose control and pull you into the bed.
Augur, is that the best you can do? Don't tire me with your 20th century versions of sex.
Oh, I'm 20th century now. You hear this, Liam? Like she's found something better.
As a matter of fact, I have. Da'an shared himself with me.
Don shared?
Yeah. He held my hand.
I want to hold your hand. Beatles. Capitol Records, 1964.
You can laugh if you want, but I'm telling you, when he touched me...
He touched me. Johnny Mathis, Decca, 1957.
When he touched me, Da'an showed me everything that he is. He even let me tap into the Talon commonality. When our hands touched, it was like the most unbelievable experience of my life. On every level. You wouldn't understand.
Go on. Be a good little soldier. For Sandoval, Captain.
Lily, was there really that wonderful with Da'an? Yeah, it was. Oh, but it had nothing to do with sex. You just love pulling his chain, don't you? One of life's little pleasures.
As the new leader of the Synod, I will no longer tolerate this so-called liberation movement. The continued freedom of Jonathan Dawes is an affront. I have commissioned search and destroy teams all over the world.
Such extreme steps will only increase the popularity of the liberation you seek to disable.
I've also instituted a reward, a bounty for Jonathan Dawes. Appeal to the self-interest of the humans.
Pull up the files on that Russian psychic. What's her name? Katya Trent.
Master, there's another woman?
Cross-reference Katya's DNA scan. Anything we have on Talon physiology.
Anything else, Master?
In fact, yes. Review the Talon databanks and look up any data we have on the Talon commonality, and enough with the Master.
What is it that thou art looking for, Master?
Well, both Katya and Lily sampled the Talon commonality through different means, which implies that the commonality has any number of possible entry points.
Reviewing the databanks suggests a hypothesis. The Talon commonality is a psychodimensional web, a matrix of shared energy which links the psyches of the entire Talon race. Each blue orb represents a Talon, the linking lines of energy, the ties that bind.
Good. Let's test that. Now, if each Talon can function as a transmitter, what happens if we tap one Talon's frequency?
could have done that for thee.
Sometimes I think a lot faster than I talk, sweetheart. Do this instead. Analyze all frequencies emanating from the Talon Embassy.
Certainly, Master.
And isolate the frequency that links Da'an to the commonality.
Doing it now, Master.
Let's check out this unbelievable experience.
You have no understanding of humanity. This ill-conceived approach.
Complete your thought.
There is a strange interference with my thoughts.
Da'an.
I cannot explain. My bond with commonality is weakening. I am losing contact with the commonality.
They are the companions. Aliens come to Earth on a mission of peace. Their true mission, the secrets they hide, forever alter humanity. Caught in the struggle between these Talon companions and the human resistance is Liam Kincaid. Who's more than human. The mysteries of his past hold the key to Earth's future and the fate of mankind. On Earth, final conflict.
Something's wrong with Da'an.
Captain Marquette's at the embassy. I'll have her look into it.
Dawn?
Of course, Captain Marquette did not find Da'an in his office. He is the creature. Had she simply fired at the beast, we might have been saved the trouble of hunting him down.
We are to hunt down a Talon?
Da'an is no longer Talon.
How can that be?
Something has severed Da'an's link to the commonality. Without the commonality to sustain us, the Talon form regresses. It returns to the atavistic state from which we struggled so hard to evolve.
Like a human somehow turning back into an ape?
Humanity's apish ancestors are benign compared to the roots from which Talons spring. We no longer even have a word for such creatures. We have expunged the idea from our language. The simplest term would be from Earth Latin. Da'an has become an Atavus.
A distant primitive ancestor.
The term fails to convey the horror of the beast. And since every Talon may be vulnerable, you will suspend all other activities until you have killed Da'an and destroyed the source of the rupture.
tired.
Just a little Tai Chi Chuan. I felt disconnected from my body lately. This brings me up to speed.
You need it at once, Agent Beckett.
Oh, by you or by the companions?
Zohar has ordered us to hunt down and kill Da'an.
Kill Da'an?
Da'an has become a threat to the commonality. Does that make the gravity of this situation clear?
I'm on my way.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Not if this is as serious as Agent Sandoval tells me. What's wrong?
Nothing, just I hope maybe...
Thought maybe you'd see another glimpse of maternal recognition. Well, you better pray that you don't. With every reprogramming we did on her CVI will kill her.
You must commence the hunt for the Atavus at once.
You mean Da'an?
The Atavus. Join with Agent Kincaid so that each team has a Skrill.
The Skrill is the only weapon we know for certain will be effective against the Atavus.
I still can't believe that the creature I saw was Da'an. Da'an told me that Talons have the ability to break away from the commonality if they choose, but they're afraid to be alone with their own thoughts.
Obviously, Da'an understated the case.
If Da'an didn't leave the commonality of his own will, then what forced him out?
We have no time for these reflections. Captain Marquette's failure to act when she first sighted the Atavus has resulted in the present threat. And that threat must be eliminated.
What is the threat? What are the capabilities of the Atavus?
The Atavus has strength and reflexes akin to your mythological vampire. It possesses a vestigial organ called Shakarava,
which allows it to fire lethal blasts.
But that is not its principal means of attack. The beast has the power to draw the very life force from its prey.
The ability to reshape flesh. That's what enabled the Atavus to evolve into Talons once they created the commonality.
Talons do not discuss our evolutionary origins. How do you know of this?
From Da'an.
There would be no reason for Da'an to share this information with you.
Apparently, Da'an felt differently.
It presents a threat to Talons as well as humans?
The Atavus is a threat to all who live. Stripped of its ties to the commonality, the Atavus knows nothing of civilization. It knows only hunger. Savage, rapacious hunger for life spirit.
Give me your wallet. Now! Just don't...
So that he can return to his life as Da'an.
Did I in any way suggest that your task was to capture the Atavus?
Obviously, we'll want to restore Da'an to his Talon form.
That would be an obvious human reaction. Let me be clear. The Atavus is to be exterminated like vermin, which is exactly how the Synod views such a repugnant, primitive creature.
You want us to kill Da'an?
Learn, Captain. The Atavus is not Da'an, and never will be again. Da'an is beyond help. Once cut off from the commonality, a Talon can never return.
Liam. My grandfather's name was Liam.
And maybe we're related.
No. I would know that. Genealogy is very important to me.
I like that. It's important to keep in touch with your roots, your family. Without family, we're all drifting.
Funny you should mention that. Your security file is quite distinguished. Medals, commendations, citations. But nothing about family? Based solely on your file, I'd have to assume that you popped out of the Earth fully formed.
Quite transparent, Agent Beckett. I know what you're after. You're angling for an invite to my grandmother's St. Patty's Day dinner.
Just curious about anyone who pilots my shuttle.
Well, the truth is, Agent Beckett, you know about as much as I do. My mother gave birth to me and then she had to leave. Nobody wanted to talk about where or why.
Was there a scandal?
Kind of a mixed marriage. It scared people. I was left behind by both parents, raised by the next people to come along. They acted like family, gave me a home. Somehow I feel there's something missing.
If you could talk to your mother now, what would you tell her?
I love you.
Even after she left you?
I know it doesn't make any sense, but there's a bond between us. It cuts across everything else.
In a show of support for the Talons, President Thompson has endorsed the Synod's offer of a reward for information leading to the capture of Jonathan Doors. The president released a statement saying that the $2 million bounty is a small payment to safeguard humanity's relationship with the companion.
$2 million?
I shall apply for the reward in thy name, Master.
No. What happened to the sounds? The tone?
If you mean the signal that we tapped from the Talon Embassy, why, it ceased several moments after it began.
Come on. How long have I been laying here?
3 hours, 23 minutes, and 16 seconds, Master.
You mean to tell me that 10 seconds of the commonality harmonic put me under for that long?
Mm-hmm.
This calls for a major marketing plan.
Excuse me, Master, but don't you think you're skirting just a little bit too close to the stereotypical male willing to sell his soul for a sexual high?
Sex? This has nothing to do with sex. This goes way beyond that. I'm talking pure spirituality here.
Okay. Then perhaps you'd like me to replicate the signal for your added spiritual listening pleasure. Sound replication, begin.
These scans aren't picking up the creature anywhere.
I looked the Atavus straight in the eye and it didn't kill me.
What are you suggesting?
I'm saying that Da'an is inside that beast. He talked to me when he ran out of the office.
The last drops of his consciousness ebbing away.
You sure about that? We only have Zaor's word on it.
Look closely, Captain. Look closely. Does that look like Da'an to you?
Da'an reached...
If Da'an existed inside this beast, the motivational imperative in my CVI would compel me to accord him loyalty, but I feel nothing for this creature. Nothing.
Is inside the beast, then we have to try to communicate with him. He talked to me once, he can do it again.
Da'an will reach out to you when nobody else can touch him? When not even Zaor can sense him inside the commonality?
Here.
So that's your mugger?
That thing sucked every last drop out of him like he was squeezing a lemon. He didn't even touch the guy.
Never seen anything like this.
There's a body on 24th and E, northeast.
Victim of the Atavus?
You hang back, Captain. I'll take the lead. At least until you put your sentimentality behind you.
Maybe you're right. How could it be Da'an? Da'an would never kill.
Yes.
There's been another victim, sir. An antique shop in Vermont and Tacoma.
It's moving fast.
Should I reroute?
No. Stay on course. Agent Beckett will handle the antique store.
This is a matter of federal security. Move along or you'll end up like your camera.
That kind of tactic may fly wherever you come from, but it's another thing in this country.
I suggest you familiarize yourself with your own department's chain of command. Corporal. If you do, you'll understand that companion protectors have worldwide jurisdiction. So do your job and be quick about it. Nasty piece of work. What's next?
Let's see if there's a pattern here. Talon headquarters, 24th and E, and this bit of carnage here. It's heading in a straight line, but where? Are you alone?
Relatively.
I extrapolated the Atavus' path based on the sightings to date.
What do you got? Oh my god. He's heading straight for Augers. Come on, Auger. Do you want me to get that bastard?
Okay, all right. Check caller ID.
Hey, she looks familiar.
Never mind. Hang it up.
No, wait, who is she?
I said hang it up. You are not programmed to override my commands.
Auger, you gotta get out of there. Who is she? Who's there with you?
Never mind, I'll call you later.
No, you don't understand.
What the hell was that?
Get out of there right now. I'm on my way. Let's go.
Go where?
The Atavus is traveling in a straight line. It's heading northeast. There's nothing there but a bunch of warehouses. We can corner it.
You said it.
What?
You said we can corner it, not him. It. Perhaps you finally stopped thinking of the Atavus as Da'an.
Master, what can I do?
Download my will. Modem it took.
What is it doing?
It's a harmonic tone. It wants the commonality signal. Disable it now.
It's not working. Oh, I'm losing composition. Save me, Master! Save me!
I'll fix you, I promise.
Over here.
I've been here before. This place is a maze. Agent Beckett, converge on the signal. We have the Atavus.
are you okay?
No. But I will be as soon as I see my tailor. Look.
We need med-techs. Converge on the signal immediately.
It's okay. Go with him.
But you can't confront the Atavus alone.
When we find it, we'll contact you.
I looked at it, Liam. I tried to see Dawn in its eyes. I couldn't.
Okay. I admit it. I recreated the frequency of the Talon commonality. What do you want me?
The commonality. People are dying. Dawn himself may be dying, and why? Because you were jealous
No,
of
tapping
me?
into the commonality could give us the means to defeat the Talon.
Yeah. And your altered state had nothing to do with it.
Well, no.
Could you reproduce the Talon harmonic again?
Yeah, great idea. Except next time, why don't we do it at your place instead?
That's right. Give the Atavus another homing beacon. Make it come to us.
Except this time we'll be ready for it.
Come on. Get serious. Look around. Not even E.T. could phone home in this rubble. What the hell do you want me to do?
The impossible.
Just like you always do.
Okay. There is only one other system like it, but I don't think you're gonna want to take the risk.
Why not?
It's in the Liberation hideout.
This is the symbol Suelo. It's my protection. I'm entrusting it to you, Sandoval. We're bound together. So don't you dare die on me. Understand?
Listen, even if we can kill this thing, you'll expose our whole operation to the Talons.
Then we'll stop it before it penetrates the Liberation.
Just like you've stopped it so far.
We don't have a choice.
You're right. You have no choice, but I do. I will not risk this operation to save a Talon.
Don is not just a Talon. He is the lone voice in the Talon hierarchy willing to fight Zor on behalf of mankind.
What the hell do you care about mankind? You're as much a Talon as you are a human.
Which is how I know neither species can survive without the other. Start ringing up the Talon commonality signal.
Over my dead body.
If that's what it takes. What are you waiting for?
This isn't over.
It is for now. I think we can save Don.
How can we save him when even Zor can, unless Zor's lying?
No, Zor's telling the truth as far as he knows it.
Isolate the commonality frequency.
You got it,
the hell
Hey,
was
I've
that?
got work to do
That's
here, remember?
what I saw at your little hovel. Did you program some kind of docile servant version of me onto your computer?
I tried to program your actual personality into the system, but it was too much for a computer to capture, so I settled for this.
Pathetic. What? I heard that.
Please.
Oh, Liam, what are you doing here?
Captain Marquette's closing on the Atavus. Strange accessory for a companion agent.
Why? Someone who believes in the companions wouldn't believe in the runes?
The runes are tied to the Earth. The companions are tied to the stars.
Yes. But it's my own bonds to the Earth that sustain me and make me of value to the companions in the first place. I serve as a bridge between this world and their own.
Bridge.
Here.
What's this?
You look like you have a puzzle in you. Maybe this'll help.
Ray, though.
You know runes.
The rune of communication. Of reunion. Of tying two sides together.
Yes. Lily, it's ready. Come.
I'll call Liam. You start it up.
Good. Let's summon the beast!
Of course. You two are together.
What? Why did he say that?
We've got to go.
Converge on this signal. He's here. Kill the harmonic.
Don't do anything stupid.
You know me. You won't hurt me. Can you help the On?
done? Those deaths.
No, that wasn't you.
It is a part of me. We all have a darkness within us. Even Talons. And now that I have taken a life, I will never be whole again.
It's your turn.
Just a wee bump on the head. You know doctors. Any chance to use the word concussion in there all the Twitter? I'll be up and around before you know it.
Yeah. Some punishment you've taken lately.
Is Captain Marquette being disciplined for insubordination?
Oh, she was right. Dawn recovered.
Recovered? How?
Nobody quite knows. Zor's beside himself trying to figure it out.
Are we then the guilty ones? For not having faith in Dawn? There's something I wanted to ask you. What did you mean when you said, of course, Liam and I would be there together?
Did I say that?
When you fought your way back up to the land of the living?
I must have been delirious. Wait. Speaking of Liam, he wanted you to have this. Said he didn't want to break up your set.
Reunion?
How can you say that? He saved Dawn.
I don't give a damn about Dawn. Liam openly defied me. He can't be trusted. He'll never set foot in here again. Never.
Never say never. You can tell Liam yourself, Doors. He's coming down the elevator right now.